What if I told you some animals use tools just like we do? Crafting, hunting, and even building shelters. From clever crows that make their own hooks, to octopuses that carry coconut shells like armor, nature's inventors come in all shapes and sizes. If you're curious to meet the most surprising tool users in the animal kingdom, just keep watching. Number 10. When it comes to clever survival skills, few animals rival the chimpanzee. Found across the forests and savannas of Central and Western Africa, chimpanzees are true innovators in the wild. They've been stripping leaves from branches to craft long, flexible probes for fishing termites out of narrow tunnels. In some regions, they even use stones as hammers and anvils to crack open hard-shelled nuts, an advanced behavior requiring strength, patience, and precision. These apes don't just use tools, they pass knowledge down through generations, creating distinct cultural habits among different groups. What's especially fascinating is how young chimps learn by watching their elders, showing a capacity for imitation that borders on human-like. Their complex tool use offers a rare window into the cognitive abilities of our closest living relatives. Number 9. Some animals swat at flies. Asian elephants, on the other hand, craft their own flyswatters. Living in forested regions and grasslands throughout Southeast Asia, these giants have been observed breaking branches and using them as tools to scratch or shoo away insects. They've even shown signs of planning ahead, carrying a favored stick with them instead of picking a new one each time. Elephants are known for their remarkable memory and emotional depth, but their tool use also highlights an incredible level of problem solving. These behaviors reveal a mind that doesn't just react to the environment, but actively manipulates it for comfort and safety. Watching such a massive creature demonstrate that kind of foresight never ceases to impress. Number 8. Imagine diving into the ocean and spotting a dolphin wearing a sponge on its nose. In the shallow coastal waters of Shark Bay, Australia, bottlenose dolphins have been documented picking up sea sponges and fitting them over their snouts to forage along the seafloor. This technique, known as sponging, helps protect their skin from sharp coral and hidden predators as they root out small fish and invertebrates. What's striking is that not all dolphins do this, only certain individuals, mostly females who practice and pass on the skill, making it a rare example of animal tool culture. Marine biologists consider this one of the most sophisticated non-primate tool uses in nature. It shows not only adaptability, but also the social intelligence required to learn and share behaviors within pods. Number 7. You probably wouldn't expect a vulture to make the list of tool users, but the Egyptian vulture doesn't follow the script. Found across parts of southern Europe, North Africa, and into Asia, these birds are best known for using stones to crack open the near-impenetrable eggs of ostriches. The vulture picks up a rock in its beak, then hurls it repeatedly at the egg until it breaks. A remarkable feat of coordination and persistence. It's not an instinctive act either. Younger vultures take time to learn this technique, showing that experience and learning play a role. Tool use is incredibly rare in birds of prey, which makes this behavior all the more extraordinary. These birds stand out in the scavenger world by actively manipulating their environment to access food others can't. It's a gritty, clever solution that elevates them from simple opportunists to crafty problem solvers. Number 6. Some birds peck at bark. The woodpecker finch crafts tools to dig deeper. Native to the Galapagos Islands, this small but resourceful bird uses cactus spines or small twigs as makeshift probes to extract insect larvae hiding in tree crevices. Rather than relying solely on its beak, the finch selects, trims, and even reuses tools, an impressive level of tool refinement rarely seen in animals. It doesn't just grab the nearest stick either. Studies show they prefer specific shapes and sizes, showing clear intention. This kind of innovation challenges the old assumption that only large-brained animals are capable of tool use. In a harsh island environment where food can be scarce, this clever behavior gives the finch a serious survival advantage. Number 5. If you ever see a heron tossing breadcrumbs into the water, don't assume someone's feeding the ducks. You're probably watching a green heron bait fishing. Common in wetlands and marshy edges across North and Central America, these birds take the hunt to the next level by using bait to lure in unsuspecting fish. They've been seen dropping insects, twigs, feathers, and even pieces of human food into the water, then snatching fish that rise to inspect the floating morsels. This behavior is surprisingly calculated, with the heron adjusting its bait placement based on success. Not all individuals use this technique, suggesting it's learned and possibly passed on through observation. It's one of the rare examples of tool use among birds that involves planning and patience, not just physical skill. Number 4. At first glance, the New Caledonian crow might look like just another black bird, but its intelligence is anything but ordinary. In the forests of New Caledonia, these crows are famous for crafting tools, like barbed sticks, hooked twigs, and leaf strips to extract hidden insects from tree bark or crevices. What sets them apart is not just the use of tools, but the ability to modify, shape, and even combine materials in sophisticated ways. Some individuals have been observed using tools to retrieve other tools, showing an understanding of sequential problem solving. Unlike most birds, these crows exhibit foresight and flexible thinking that rivals that of great apes. Their behavior isn't random or accidental. It's the result of experimentation and learning, often passed down through generations. Number 3. It's hard not to smile at an Atlantic puffin, but behind that colorful beak is a surprisingly inventive bird. Nesting on steep, grassy cliffs in the North Atlantic, these seabirds spend most of their lives at sea. Yet they've been spotted doing something rare, using sticks to scratch their bodies. Researchers captured puffins picking up small twigs and carefully applying them to hard-to-reach areas like their chest, likely to dislodge parasites or soothe itches. This might seem simple, but for a wild seabird to use an external object for self-care is an exceptional find. Unlike parrots or crows, puffins aren't typically associated with problem-solving or tool use. The behavior isn't widespread, but the fact it exists at all in this group has sparked curiosity among scientists. It adds a fascinating twist to a bird already beloved for its charm and diving skills. Number 2. You'd expect a creature with 8 arms to be handy, but the coconut octopus takes it to another level, literally carrying around armor. Found in the tropical coastal waters on the western Pacific and Indian Oceans, this clever cephalopod collects coconut shells or clam halves and assembles them into a portable shelter. When danger looms, it retreats into the pieces and closes them up like a little protective capsule. It's one of the only examples of tool use in invertebrates, and even more remarkably, it involves future planning, something rarely seen outside primates. The octopus doesn't just use found objects, it actively transports them across the seafloor, even walking awkwardly on 2 arms while dragging its home. Scientists call this sheltering behavior, but to a viewer, it often looks like underwater armor building. And here's a true and humorous fact about the octopus. It can simultaneously hit like, subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a comment, and still have 4 of its tentacles free to do whatever it wants. And now, number 1. Few animals blend cuteness and cleverness as well as the sea otter. Found along the coast of the northern Pacific Ocean, these marine mammals are famous for floating on their backs, often with a rock on their belly and a shellfish in their paws. That stone isn't just a snack tray. It's a tool used to smash open clams, mussels, and sea urchins. Sea otters have even been seen storing their favorite rocks in the loose skin under their forearms, like furry tool belts. This behavior is learned over time, and pups watch their mothers closely to master the technique. While other animals use tools for defense or foraging, sea otters bring a visible, almost playful efficiency to the act. It's no wonder they've become internet icons. Who wouldn't be charmed by a creature that uses a rock like a personal kitchen utensil? Wasn't that fascinating? If you'd like to keep watching, try clicking on one of these videos.